Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to be checking out every single Sonic Speed Simulator ability, so let's go. So starting off with Sonic's unique ability, we have this ability. Look at how cool it is. You just, look, you jump and then press 0, and you can just keep bouncing up and forth again and again and again and again. And yes, you can kill badniks like this. And honestly, that is way too fun. Like, look at how fun this ability is. You can just keep non-stop jumping. But that is now Sonic's ability. Time for the next character's ability, Tails. And Tails' his ability is kind of unique. And to be able to do this ability properly, you need a lot of stamina. And what better way to do stamina than to use normal stamina pets? Obviously, my most stamina pets are my U pets, which also give me some speed. And my most stamina trail is a silver blur trail. And now, if you don't want to fly with Tails while it looks ugly, I recommend you go to the setting and click player trails enabled and disabled. And now that you know that, now we have a lot of stamina pets equipped, but you can't see them. So let's see. Look, like this, you can just keep non-stop flying. That is genuinely so cool. And you use so little energy and it recharges so dang quick. Look at it. As you can see, the same mode is different. If you choose 9, for example, something different happens. Where the heck is 9? Oh, he just disappeared. As you can see, the animation now has alongside of Tails' tails, it has like a razor sharp like metal thingy. Maybe it's because the fact that 9 has these like robotic tails, because in Sonic Prime he had to build these by himself for some reason. But it doesn't matter. The next character's ability is Knuckles' ability. And this Knuckles ability, I can guarantee you that is very cool. You can use any Knuckles character to choose this from. You can even choose a base one, but you must have Star Mastery 3. So you first need to go all the way here. Yes, I have a lot of stamina equipped. As you can see, if I click, we need to go to a high surface, this recommended. As you can see, Knuckles can glide. Yeah, Knuckles can glide in Sonic Speed Simulator now. And that is kind of cool. And also, if you equip the Lego version of Knuckles, Lego Knuckles, which I have an aura on, he also can do that. And also, we're not going to be going them in order. I can already guarantee you something. Lego Rouge also does have this ability. So you do that. Lego Rouge can glide. I think normal Rouge can glide at like Star Mastery 3, but I just don't have any normal Rouge skins at Star Mastery 3. This is the only one I have. But look at how cool is the glide. The next character's ability is Shadow's ability. Let's go on to the next character's ability, which I think is Metal Sonic's, if I'm not wrong. Believe it or not, you can choose any metal character. It doesn't need to be Metal Sonic. It could be even fake Metal Sonic or fake Metal Tails, whatever the heck you want to call it. If you go underwater with these characters, as you can see, you can breathe underwater forever. So back then when the auto run and no place didn't exist, I used Neo Metal Sonic a lot to be able to do that and equip some pretty good items, because Neo Metal Sonic can breathe forever and doesn't need to go searching all around for bubbles. And if you're saying, oh, it's only because you chose Neo Metal Sonic, the super version, normal Metal Sonic won't work. Yappity 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 yap.
It was at this moment he knew.
Normal Metal Sonic can breathe forever underwater also. And the next character's ability is big. Yeah. Bro, what are you talking about, big? Big doesn't have any abilities. Bro, you just made fun of us for not knowing that ability in a previous video. Alright. Big's ability is that if you go inside of the water, since Big has this fishing suit, as you can see, when he goes underwater, let's assume that we go to a high place and jump, like here. Go jump. We go down, as you can see, and because we have a swimming suit, we just hover back up, which is really cool. Next character's ability is... Actually, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's a shadow. Bro, you were studying. Okay. Adventure Shadow's ability is kind of cool. So you first need to have it to start mastery free. So like this, you can have this aura exactly. If you want to turn off the aura, because you have none.
Oh! Oh!
Honestly, Adventure Shadow's character kind of looks cool. As you can see, it has some cool things, and when you jump, it has like a unique trail. But that's not the ability we want to talk about. But if you go to an enemy in a whole triangle, as you can see, it charges up something yellow. And if you shoot it to an enemy, as you can see, we must charge it up for a long time. As you can see, it sends out a chaos spear. And that chaos spear is kind of busted. Because look, I can just do this. What the heck was I just doing? You can hold it for a little bit to send out a chaos spear from a distance, which is really cool. But the next character has many abilities. And that character is Doom Shadow. A cool ability that in base form he can transform, but he also has Chaos Spear, except it's Doom Spear. And when you go underwater, if you're not a dumb player like Sonic Hub when he was making his video, he tried going into water like this, when in reality you should just jump over the water. But as you can see, when we go, look, let's assume something. Let's just go on this little piece of terrain. We jump over the water. As you can see, we get a cool little mount that has some trails that basically functions the same as a hoverboard, which is really, really cool. And when you transform, you get Doom Wings, which you can fly, glide, and you can also just in general use Chaos Spear, which can kill up Doom Spear, which can destroy 3 badniks instead of 1. Kind of broken. And for the final ability, we have ESP Silver's ability. Or you could say No Play Sonic's ability, but right now I don't have No Play Sonic. If you go over to ESP Silver and try to walk on water, you actually, without having to boost, you can just walk on water, which is really sick. And yes, this is the current mount that I have. What the heck is that? Mount. Whatever. But that was basically every single ability. And to recap, Sonic's ability that I just showed in the beginning of the video when I used Zebra Sonic's ability, as you can see, I used this ability, as you can see. This ability where I just bounce up and forward. Like this. But there is a cool feature that only some skins like Zebra Sonic and Granchu Sonic, only skins like Granchu Sonic and Zebra Sonic can use this ability, because if you try to do the exact same thing as Sonic, as a normal Sonic skin, it won't do it. It will just send you to the ground and do a drop dash. It will instead do a drop dash instead of that cool ability, which is kind of sick. And And I know that Doom Shadow had a lot of abilities, but it is a unique ability. Like, it is a unique ability. After all, it is a unique ability. Well, if you enjoyed this video where I ranked every single ability inside of Sonic Speed Simulator, like and subscribe and bye. PlayStation